HomeBistro.com. Freshly prepared, home-delivered, restaurant-quality gourmet meals delivered straight to your home. Choose from over 50-plus gourmet meal options cooked by world-class chefs and delivered frozen, ready to eat within minutes and no commitment. Welcome to the one-shop gourmet food delivery, specializing in affordable options to eat right and feel great. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Every ingredient is handpicked to the highest standard. And why you should buy from HomeBistro.com? Restaurant quality, made with natural ingredients, delivered right to your door. Overnight shopping is available. Diabetic, paleo, heart health, and vegetarian options to eat. Doing business since 1999. Courteous, knowledgeable, and professional support. Complete PCI compliant SSL security ordering, and great meals. Choose from some of my favorite dishes: the Mediterranean chicken with orange honey sauce, the charbroiled chicken romesco, or the grilled chicken breast with sweet and spicy vegetables. No matter what you choose, you can't lose with HomeBistro.com. Eat great, feel good, and save some money with HomeBistro.com. Hit the link in the description section below for more information. Located in Henderson, Nevada, bulksupplements.com supplies over 400 pure nutritional supplements, ingredients to hundreds of thousands of consumers and manufacturers. All of their products are available from grams to metric tons through their online store at bulksupplements.com. Orders received 4 noon Pacific Standard Time shipped the same day. Their FDA registered CGMP manufactured and distributing facility has a staff over 60 full-time employees that take pride in providing excellent customer service and producing quality products for their customers. The wellness of the community is of the utmost importance to Bulk Supplements. It's dedicated to maintaining all health code and government regulation. Each supplement is tested in their in-house laboratory before distribution, ensuring that all products are safe for consumption. For any additional testing, they utilize reputable and vetted US-based independent labs. Customer service is available 7 days a week from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time through live chat, phone, and email. Bulk Supplements products are produced in an FDA registered and inspected manufacturing facility. So if you want quality supplements at a quality price, Bulk Supplements is the company for you. Bulk Supplements, clean and pure bulk supplements. Check the link in the description section below for more information. TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. Who That family, check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform stores where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who That too.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation? Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
You were a guy who transitioned from corner to safety in the NFL, and we've seen P.J. Williams be able to do it in the middle of a game. How difficult is that transition to make?
Yeah, it's tough, because everything changes from, the things that you see, what you have to see, your eyes, the angles of the game change. So it's a bit of a transition, but, when you're a guy who's in that backup role and you're versatile, that's a very, very important job, and you've got to know kind of all of these different spots. It makes you more valuable to the team as well. So it's a little bit tough, but we're asking PJ to do a lot, based on our lineup and the depth that we have.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
Malcolm, what do you think it is about you that makes you kind of excel in those like down in the box plays, making plays behind the line of scrimmage, sacks, that sort of thing?
For me, I put a lot of emphasis on my preparation and just visualizing, the game and getting a feel for it. What blocks look like, what do people's demeanor look like when they're, getting ready to pass or run, and just those small details that allow me to play fast and trust what I see. I think really that's the biggest thing, is preparing enough that when I get out there, things are moving fast. As a smaller guy who's in the box, I don't have time to waste or steps to waste. So a lot of preparation goes into being able to play fast and make plays. And, for me, I got to continue to do that to help our defense.
So would you say that's something that you've gotten better at as your career has progressed then, just as you've kind of gotten, I guess, more experience with that as a player? 100%.
I think early in my career, I played more of the kind of nickel and free safety positions. But as I'm transitioning to more, nickel, slot, and down safety, I've been able to kind of adjust and get a real good feel for just being down in the box. Puts me around the ball, keeps me engaged. It's just something that I think better fits my skill set.
Next one's from Ed Daniels.
Malcolm, you guys are getting ready to start the next. Do you think you were brought here to win those games? And when those games start, what can you bring as far as experience or know-how that you can contribute in those situations that are coming up?
Yeah, I think the first part of your question, everybody who's on this roster was brought here to help us win a championship. Point blank. I got a role just like anybody else. I think, my message to all of the teams that I've been on that have been going into this situation is just really, it's no different than any other game. Right now, we're not even thinking about, playoffs. We got to win this game in front of us. And that's really the mentality going forward. You don't change and turn on the switch once you get to the playoffs or get team more. It's the teams that allow the situation to change them that usually fold under the pressure. So for us, it's just about how do you stay consistent with what we've done all year, prepare during practice, have fun and go compete, on a Sunday, wherever it's at and what the situation is. The pressure of the game shouldn't change your preparation or how you approach it.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
Malcolm, a couple guys were talking about kind of the mid-season point being like kind of a turning point for the defense. And I'm just wondering if there was, you're just talking about like, it's not like a light switch, but was there just something that just kind of clicked for y'all defensively that has made y'all into this, top 5 unit right now?
I mean, I think a lot goes into that. Commitments and adjustments from individual players, from coaching staff, from scheme. All of that. I think a season is not about a race. You don't show up week one, your best self, and then maintain that throughout. You usually, gradually build, gradually improve. And I think for us, that's what it was. We figured out how to play, better with each other, how to complement each other, how to communicate better, what schemes, fit the personnel that we have. And as we continue to fine tune that, each week we play better. And so for us, we know what that formula is. We know how to, and it's still, changing depending on the lineup. And so for us, it's just about those details. How do we make sure that every time we step on the field, our communication, our scheme, and our understanding of what we're trying to do is not complicated and something that we don't have to second guess.
That's Malcolm Jenkins chiming in with his thoughts on the defense and the play. Big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for being here for this final 2020 edition of the Sports Coma. TSC Alvin Kamara, offensive MVP. Big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for being here with us. As Malcolm always dropping the science. Big ups to the family members on this final day of the year. So much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all for joining us in this one here as we close the year talking about the Saints who we love to talk about, especially on this platform. So big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for being here. And of course, that was Malcolm. It's time for Alvin Kamara. Will be AK-41 in here. What his thoughts were considering the fact that he was picked for a media award, and the awards keep on coming for Alvin Kamara. And the ultimate award outside of a Super Bowl trophy should be offensive MVP, in my opinion. Let's hear what Alvin had to say about the preparation for this week.
You were the winner this year, so thank you for
Mike,
playing ball with us this year.
Hey, Mike, I missed everything you just said. They had the volume down.
That's all right. I said, hey, we vote every year on our Media Appreciation Award winner. Whoever helps us do our job the best, gives us good answers, good insight, and you were the winner this year. So thank you, congratulations, and thank you for
appreciate
playing
that.
ball with us.
Where's my trophy?
I think Nick Underhill's working on that.
Oh, okay.
Together in his
All right, Nick. If I don't get my trophy, I know who to talk to.
I also wanted to ask you a couple of things. First of all, did you get that letter from the Grinch yet?
From the no. I get Shy Tuttle. Me and Shy right next to each other. He just asked me too, and I was like, I didn't get a fine yet, so I guess it was being nice this year. I didn't get anything for Christmas. I guess I'll count that as my Christmas gift.
And I noticed you retweeted what Son of a Saint put out, so you're kind of aware. Did you think that was cool how people have been donating to the charity that you helped win some fantasy championships for?
Yeah, because people, they strong about this fantasy football throughout the whole year. Like I'm talking about, they want you to play. If you, I don't want to even, echo some of the stuff that they message and say and tweet and stuff like that, but. It's just good to see people keep their word and they're, willing to donate. I guess I don't know how much people play fantasy football for. I never played it, but I guess it's a good thing, that they're willing to donate and keep their word. And it's going to a good organization, so just blessed to be able to help Son of a Saint at the same time.
Next one from John DeSager.
Alvin, one of the first pictures we see of you after the game is you on a bike with some kids.
Mm-hmm.
How many days after the game was that, and what led you to do that?
Oh, so that was so we played Friday. That was on Saturday. So I'm building a juice bar right on St. Charles, and I always see these kids like riding around riding bikes, and they kind of stopped and like asked me what I was doing. So I was kind of telling them, giving them some info, and then I was asking them about the bikes. So there's like these SC like big flyers, and they're telling me about the bikes, how much they cost, and this that, and I'm like, dang. So one of the kids, like, he had like just a regular mountain bike, and the other two had the nice bike, like the SC big flyer. So I'm like, I had some cash on me. I'm like about to pay one of my workers that was finishing some stuff up for me in the juice bar, and I'm like, hey, how much that bike cost? Like, and then he started telling me, and I just gave him the money. I'm like, man, go buy. If next time I see you, you better have one of these bikes. Like, go buy one of these. And then the other kid like let me ride it, and Because I was like, man, let me see what's so special. Because, you know, they ain't had them bikes when I was younger. We just had the bike. We just throw on the curve and go in the house. Like, they don't want to lose these bikes. They got a whole kit in their book bag to tighten screw. I'm like, man, this is serious. And then they was trying to get me to pop wheelies. I couldn't pop no wheelies. I'm like, man, I told them I'm gonna get a bike and ride with them. So now I got to go find a way to go get some bikes. I talked to Toddy Lyons. I guess he's the owner of like the SC, like the bike company. And I talked to him and he said he'll get me hooked up. So I guess I'm gonna be in a bike club this off season.
Next one from Rod Walker.
Hey, Alvin, you've had a couple of days to sort of let Christmas Day soak in. What does it kind of mean to you now that you've had a chance to kind of reflect on those 6 touchdowns and the historical aspects of it?
It's definitely a history. I'm blessed to be able to do it in a city that I love, you know, with a team that I love. It's cool, but, you know, like, and I'm being, like, completely honest. Like, you know, I always say this, and I think y'all been dealing with me long enough. Like, I'm always just looking, like, to the next. You know what I'm saying? What's next? What more can I do? So that's kind of like what I'm looking for. I mean, it was cool, Christmas Day and all that, but, you know, I think as a team, we got so much more to accomplish. So, you know, that was fun for me. It's personal. It was whatever, you know. I woke up the next day and I, you know, went to my other job. So it's cool. You know, I'll be downplay. I don't want to downplay it and make it seem like it wasn't a great accomplishment because it was. You know, I was just it was more happy. Like I was more happy about like just sharing it with everybody. You know, sharing it with, you know, guys so excited for me, like Drew and, you know, Sean excited, all those guys excited, you know. So it was cool.
Next one from Amos Morale.
Yeah, kind of know what you're going to say to this, but I think you're like 68 yards from 1,000-yard rushing season. Would that mean anything to you to hit that mark?
Yeah, so I'm 68 away. My sister was telling me after the game, she was like, yeah, you got 68 more to 1,000. And I don't really look at the stats during the season. I'm just like playing so much, playing. And then she told me that, and I'm like, all right, well, shoot, if I get 68 yards, I'll probably finally like be an elite running back. You know, they say I never had a 1,000-yard season, so if I get it, I get it. If not, it's whatever. We got more stuff to do.
Next one from Doug Mouton.
Yeah, hey, Alvin. Toronto Armstead's gotten a ton of love since that game. A bunch of videos of him. How glad are you to see that? And just talk a little bit about Toronto, what he means in the locker room and what he means on the field.
Man, I don't even want to talk about the field. Y'all see what he does on the field. Toronto in the locker room, like, he's one of those dudes. I mean, people gravitate towards him. He's like the upper in the locker room. I mean, he's a leader on the field, but off the field, I mean, he's just probably just as much or more of a leader. You know, guys talk to him, guys come to him for anything, advice, you know, to talk. I mean, you know, pre-COVID, you know, he had guys over his house and, you know, we go over there, kick it with him. To me, he kind of like another big brother. I got a brother, but he another like older brother in this, you know, football world for me. And man, he just an overall, you know, a great human. Like, you know, and I feel like I say that when you guys ask about some of these dudes on this team, like, you know, ask about Demario and ask about Cams and Drews, like, man, we just got some great humans on this team that you like being around. I don't know how it is other places, but, you know, I like being here. I like being around the people that are here. You know, he's just a great dude. But to get back to, you know, on the field, he crushing people every week. I'm just happy they finally saw that. Like, it was so prominent, and he was just dragging dudes. And, you know, he talks about it on the sideline. He's like, I crushed him. He's like, okay, wait till you see the replay. I crushed him. Like, I'm killing him out there. I'm like, I already know. Shoot, I know what. And just as much as I'm running to the right, when I'm running to the left, I know, like, I could close my eyes and probably run to the left and get 10 yards because I know Toronto's going to do what he got to do. He always handles his business. So happy he got his recognition. It's probably, I know they do, like, fines in the O-line room because, you know, that's not a glamorous job. So when anybody get any type of, like, recognition in the media or anything, they fine each other. So I'm going to fine them for being a star.
Next one's from Rod Walker.
That's Alvin Kamara chiming in. Big ups to Alvin and also Malcolm Jenkins, who preceded him. A lot of great thoughts and analysis breaking down, you know, his accomplishments and the team's accomplishments and focus is heading forward. And I'm just happy the Saints are fixating on the running attack and using Alvin Kamara as the bell cow and Latavius Murray as well. And leaning on the strength, like I've always said, the Saints have always possessed a top-notch offensive unit, a top 5 offensive line in my book, and I'm just so happy and thankful that Coach Payton is leaning on that rushing attack, especially in the Minnesota matchup. and of course into the future against other squads as well. So big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for joining me for this episode of the Sports Coma. TSC, Alvin Kamara, offensive MVP. You heard his thoughts. Of course, he won the media award. We'll get into that as well. So I'd like to give a big shout out to all the family members. Thank y'all for being here. Please smash upon the like button if you hadn't done so. Please smash upon the like button. I'll be with you guys for the summation of a couple hours. It won't be in our traditionally long 3-hour shows today. That'll be for our first of the year 2021 show Friday, when we do our preview of the Saints and the Panthers upcoming and final regular season matchup. Of course, the year changing into January, which means we're getting close, very close to playoff time, and it's time for playoff football, baby. We got one more thing to take care of regular season wise, mushing down the Carolina Panthers, the Kitty Cats, getting them out of here and looking toward bigger and better things. So much love to all the family members for joining me here and spending your valuable time with the Sports Coma. So big ups to the family members. And of course, big ups to the family members. We're going to start with the roll call. First up in the chat, big ups to the family members in this thing. Who was first in the chat here? Let me see if I can see that. That's Young City Night Ward. Who that to you, fam? Big ups to you. Tyra, what's up, baby? Who that to you as well? Devin C, who that to you? GM Kev, who that to you? Keith Herder, who that to you? That's the Ulysses Logman. What's up, Ulysses? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Jerry Port Jr., who that to you? What's up, Jerry? Big ups to you, fam. All right, who else we got chiming in this thing? Big ups to you on the roll call. Robert Clark, who that to you? Let's see. Pickett and Flickett, who that to you? David Kemp, who that to you? Torrey Shepard Sr., what's up, Torrey? Who that to you, bro? All right, who else we got chiming in this thing? Madge Prime, what's up, fam? Big ups to you. Josh Goat 23, who that to you? Donovan Grayson, who that to you? Happy New Year as well to you, my friend. Big ups to you. Tech Saint, what's up, Tech Saint? How you doing, fam? Who that to you as well? Big ups, my man. Appreciate you being here. KB, who that to you? All right. JT, who that to you? Big ups to JT and the family members as well. Let's see who else we got. Superstar Louisiana boy, who that to you? What's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Much love. All right, who else we got rolling through this thing? T Dirty. What's up, T Dirty? My dog T Dirty in the building. Holla at your boy. Big ups to T Dirty. Much love, fam. All right, who else we got? Shedrick. Shedrick in the building. What's up, Shedrick? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to you. Brian Pearson. Who that to you as well? And all the family members as well. Lavelle. What's up, Lavelle? Lavelle Brown. Who that to you, fam? Big ups to you. Let's see who else we got chiming in. You know I won't get everybody in there on the roll call. So if you don't hear your name, you give me a who that and I give you a who that back. Melanin God 504, who that to you, family? Big ups to you. Says Whoa 9 Chocolate Milk, New Orleans. Groove City. Melanin God 504, who that to you? Busting that chocolate milk on them. All right. If you don't know what that is, man, listen, man. Just you got a smartphone, fam. If you don't know what that is, that's some smooth groove music right there, man. Let me tell you something. And you don't have to be, you can be, no matter who you are, if you appreciate the classics, man, you can listen to it. It's on YouTube. Big ups to you. What's up, True Hurts? What's happening, fam? Big ups to you in the chat as well. Big ups to you as well. Who that? Trey Joseph, who that to you, fam? Good to see you. Uncle Paulie, who that to you in the building as well. All right, who else we got there? Looking like it jumped on me. Hold on, let me get back where I was. It just leaped. Quantum leaped on me. All right, let's keep on going here. Big ups to all the family members chiming in this thing. Much love to all the family members as well. GM Kev said, hey, Q, what are you going to do about Neil Greenberg? Oh, you talking about the writer? I mean, what can I say, man? That's predictive programming, bro. What them chumps talking about. All right, Trey Joseph and the family member. Space Ghost, what's up, fam? Says, can't wait to see what the Saints have in store in the playoffs. I'm with you on that, fam. Kendrick Williams, who that to you, Kendrick? Good to see you as well, fam. Much love to you. All right, Tramal, what's up, Tramal? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to you. Kyle, what's up, Kyle? Big ups to you. Who that to you as well? Once again, big ups to Uncle Paulie. Jarrell Bledsoe, who that to you? Big ups to you. Say, rain, go away. I know, bro. Ramsey, what's up, Ramsey? Who that with you, bro? Who that? He said, who that Big Q rocking with the sports coma at the work, bringing in the New Year's. That's right, fam. That's right. We in the building. The Great Saint Think Tank chilling. All right, big ups to all the rest of the family members in this piece as well. Closed Caption Studios and everybody. Much love to you. If you didn't hear your name, give me a who that, and I will give you a who that back, baby. Who that? So family members, once again, big ups to the family members for joining me in this thing, man. And like I said, today I got a few news notes and items I'm gonna share with you guys. This is not our traditional call-in show. This is more like just me breaking down. Hit up the chat. Gonna spend about 2 hours in this piece. We're already 25 minutes into the show. So after I finish covering the news and notes, it'll be just at an hour or a little bit past, and then we'll bounce back in for discussions in the chat or what have you, or questions or whatever you have in the chat. Not a call-in show today, but tomorrow it will be. So big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for chiming in this thing. James, what's up, James Van Corp? Big ups, fam. Say, what's good? Big Q, Happy New Year, fam. He says, you home in the NO where I need to be. Big ups to the family members, man. No matter where you are, you're a piece of New Orleans. You're a black and gold. You're going to bring a piece of that black and gold no matter where you are, whether you're directly in the center of Texas or on the West Coast or on the East Coast or on the Gulf South, regardless of where you are, up north, Minnesota, wherever you are, and wherever my voice is reaching to you guys up there. Much love to y'all guys. Appreciate y'all for joining the stream. Idris, what's up? Idris Ahmed, big ups to you, fam. Good to see you in the chat as well. Who that to you? Appreciate y'all being here. So without further ado, family, we'll get into, I'll share my screen. Please hit the like button, family. Please hit the like button. If you aren't a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and join the Great Saint Think Tank, as we are broadcasting across several different platforms simultaneously. Hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell as well as we get into the article. Here we go. All right, we're going to start with the Saints injury report. Getting going with this thing. We're going to get that going first and foremost and go over today's injury list for Thursday. Of course, 8 Saints players are listed in Week 17's injury report, the Thursday edition anyway. And it's not so bad, man. Actually, it's looking pretty good for a final, weekend. Not a weekend, but a regular season one. Nick Easton is good to go, fully practiced. He's fresh out of that concussion protocol after missing 3 games. He's good to go. Andrews Pete is looking good in Thursday practice, fully practiced. His ankle looks to be a lot better after taking off for the Christmas matchup. Malcolm Brown has fully practiced, so it looked like that calf situation is behind him, which is good news for the Saints. Interior rush attack, stopping the rush anyway. Trey Hendrickson went from limited to full practice today. This is a big one right here because Trey Hendrickson missed 1 contest. He won't miss the finale. And Trey was really fighting to play in that Christmas Day game. It's just a short week with that issue. It just couldn't be helped, so they set him down. It was the right choice. Missing 1 game, he'll definitely play in the Carolina matchup. He fully practiced. Latavius Murray got over his quadricep. He fully practiced. David Onyemata also is over his knee issue, fully practiced. And, of course, Josh Hill and Marcus Williams is still DNP. When you see back-to-back DNPs like this, odds are that these players are not going to play in the matchup. Josh Hill dealing with a hand issue. He probably won't play in the season finale. And Marcus Williams more than likely won't play in the season finale. And to be honest with you, they're going to play it safe with Marcus Williams to the point where he'll probably be available for the playoff matchup against whomever. And remember, this is the same scenario where even though he's going to miss this matchup here in the Christmas Day matchup, and missing this matchup. Remember, he missed a month worth of games last year and came back, for the playoffs, was kind of rusty in that matchup. So it looked like a similar situation, not exactly, but similar coming off the injury. He should be okay going into the playoffs. So we'll see how he adjusts to that as well. So let's go on down there to the Carolina Panthers injury report. And a lot of their guys are not going to play. Christian McCaffrey is definitely not going to play. He was shut down. Brian Burns is one of their top pass rushers. He did not practice with back-to-back weeks. I know they're going to shut Mike Davis down, who is Christian McCaffrey's backup. Robbie Anderson, the wide receiver, went from did not practice to fully practice, so you should see him in the matchup. At first, I thought they were going to keep him out, but Carolina looked like they're trying to do a little something. We just got to show them what time it is. One of their best offensive linemen, Russell Okung, is sidelined DNP once again. And Troy Pride, the rookie cornerback, went from DNP to limited practice with a hip issue. Offensive lineman John Miller fully practiced after was shut down from yesterday. Alex Arma, who is he's a fullback, fully practiced today. Defensive end F.A. Obata fully practiced today as well. Yatir Gross-Matos, who's one of my favorite young players in the league, young defensive player. He came from Penn State. I was advocating for the Saints to pick this kid up last year. Earlier this year. And, of course, they didn't do that, but the Carolina Panthers did, and Gross-Matos is going to play in this matchup. And, of course, another defensive lineman by the name of Marquise Haynes is available. And, of course, Austin Larkin is good to go as well, fully practiced. And remember this kid, Natrell Jamerson, a former safety. The Saints drafted Natrell Jamerson a few years ago and then released him. And I forgot the other cornerback that they signed. He went to the Giants. The Giants released him because he was beating up on his girlfriend, some fool. Forgot the man's name. But Natrell Jamerson was a very fast defensive back safety that kick return, punt return from him. He found the harm with Carolina here. So good to see Natrell Jamerson on his feet. He fully practiced. I don't know if you might get an opportunity to see him. They got a lot of injuries on their defense. So we'll see. So that's the injury report right there. Let's move into some of the articles. And this was sent to me by GM Kev. We've got it. Big ups to you, fam. Happy New Year's to you as well. Thank you for being there. Big ups to you. All right, and this was sent to me by GM Kev. It's a Yahoo Sports article right here. Actually, it comes from, they just sourced it from Saints Wire. 4 New Year's resolution the Saints should adopt in the year 2021. So let's go over this and see what they're talking about in this article right here. So let me see if I can enlarge it a little bit here. There we go. All right, ringing in the new year. It's time for change, for big decisions, and for resolutions. Even though the Saints aren't exempt from that, they're knocking on the door of the playoffs with the same questions yet to be answered about who they are and where they're headed and what sort of legacy they might be leaving behind. Exciting as their season has been, we still don't know really what their identity is. And the Saints can change that for a better, which is a positive. Because if you're guessing, that means the defense is guessing long as they know that the Saints are really secretively of transforming themselves into a running attack because they're really dominant at doing it. And I'm glad to see that they're doing that. But most of the league is not going to buy into that. That's the thing about they're slow thinkers in that regard. And they say, well, the Saints is a pass first team. They don't see you gradually shifting toward running the ball more because you're dominant doing it. And then, of course, you can work the pass off. It sounds familiar, don't it? And the Saints can change that for better or for worse with some tweaks after flipping to a fresh calendar. They won't play their next game until 2021 has come around. So it's time to do some self-scouting and decide what kind of team they want to establish themselves as a new year. So looking at one's character issues, I tell you what, I like this term right here by John Sigler. He puts out here, calls it self-scouting. Self-scouting means like we got to find out what, what's our strengths and our weaknesses. So I'm going to be using that term, family, throughout the year, the new year, self-scouting. I like that. All right, commit to your strengths and run the ball, says the writer. Now, the Saints have invested so many resources in their rushing attack between all of the high draft picks spent on blockers and the valuable contract of Alvin Kamara signed this summer. And, of course, Mickey Loomis got Alvin Kamara on just over $10 million a year. And we know how it lines up, but he can opt out after 4 years of his contract and only end up paying Kamara $10 million or just over $10 million a year over the next 4 years, and then opt out right after the 4th year. And then even had the luxury of breaking down his signing bonus into annual installments as opposed to getting a big chunk. He allowed him to leak it out over the length of the contract, which was even better. So Mickey Loomis did an excellent job with that contract. I can't give him more credit than what I give him on that contract. They also reaped some of those benefits with the career best numbers this year, not just with 6 touchdown game on Christmas. Their 2019 rushing touchdowns is a franchise best. We went over this yesterday for the family as we talk about commit to the strengths and run the ball. Remember that? Well, the truth is, the great thing about the truth is, sooner or later, it'll be so glaring and big that nobody can discount it. And then, of course, people will come with 9 troops because that's what the establishment do. They come with the misdirection and propaganda to distract you. But if your mind is strong and you're critical thinking, you could tell, pardon my French, shit from Shanola. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna let nobody trick you into thinking another way when you know how the system works. That's why I reference people to always learn how things go and critical think. They can't manipulate critical thinkers. They can't. Only group thinkers. All right, let's keep this thing going. The 29 rushing touchdowns are a franchise best. That's right. If you didn't watch the show yesterday, your New Orleans Saints have 29 rushing touchdowns, which is a franchise record this year. 3 200-yard rushing campaigns this year. The Christmas Day extravaganza, as I call it, 264 was the largest of the rest of them. Of course, they had the 224 at Denver, then the 217, I think it was. The next game against the Falcons, they had 168 against the Falcons the first time, and then 264 on the Christmas Day extravaganza. So big time rushing attack. And I'm just showing you that when the Saints lean on a running attack, they will win games. So let's get to the rest of the article. Their 29 rushing touchdowns are a franchise best, and they're on track to run for the 4th most rushing yards since 1983. That is huge as well. It's time to lean harder on this area of the offense and force teams to try to stop them on the ground, opening things up for Drew Brees. I've been saying that shit the whole damn year. Now here we go with this. It's just truth be told. I've been saying this for even before the year started with. When we first signed Drew Brees, I said the mode of transportation should be the running attack. And then the passing attack off the back of the running attack. That means you operate in the play action and complement with that. You cannot be beat because Drew is a wonderful play action quarterback. He manipulates the defensive backs, not only that, but linebackers as well, because he knows how to move them on the field. He also knows how to operate the play action, which he gathered like 113 or 119 yards of the 311 yards that he threw on Christmas Day against the Vikings secondary. Their defense overall came from the fact that the Saints manipulated the play action in that game so well. 311 off of 26 pass attempts by Drew in that matchup. And then, of course, the Saints chunked down 264 rushing attack for almost 600 yards in the game, which was absolutely marvelous. Loved it. And, of course, it's time to lean harder on this area of the offense and force teams to stop them on the ground. I got it highlighted because wasn't that what the great Saint think tank been pushing to the rest of the world all this time? When people telling you you're not going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs by running the ball and playing ball control, the offense. I'm like, but yet this guy has a network job up there talking about football and say something as stupid as that. And, of course, we know that the Saints, if they had ran the ball a little bit more in that game, they would have beat the Chiefs because they suppressed them to just 32 stinking points. And kicked the punt at the ball 8 times. If you cut those punts in half and scored even field goals on half of those drives, you would have beat the Chiefs. That's how simple it comes down to it. What I'm saying is the Saints shoot themselves in the foot when they don't take advantage of the running attack because they're exponentially better at doing it than throwing the ball this year. And people will see that as odd because you're so accustomed to see the Saints wing the goddamn thing around through the air. I'm telling you, the Saints offense is built to tear you up running the ball. Alvin Kamara needs the ball in his hand as a running back as often as you can give it to him. Give him a fullback and give him a tight end to block and let him go. Give Latavius Murray a fullback and the tight end. If you can give him the 2-set tight end, that's even better. The Saints have a bevy of the NFL's best blocking wide receivers in the game. Mike Emmanuel, Traquan Smith, Callaway, all those guys are tremendous blocking wide receivers. So when you see the Saints start moving that ball running, you see them wide receivers upfield blocking their ass off. So, I mean, listen. I'm just telling you what I see. All right, let's move on to it. And then the next thing is he says, let's give the rookie a shot at what he done. And this, of course, Jim Kev sent me this because he wanted me to highlight the fact that the man was talking about Zach Baun, that we should give Zach Baun a try in this situation. Now, Zach Baun hasn't had many opportunities to make an impact, which is odd given how badly the Saints coveted him in the draft. He's been relegated to the little-used strong side linebacker spot where he played just 60 snaps with a long-term vision of lining up in the middle of the defense. With Quan out for the season and a known quantity in Alex and a known quantity and Alex Anzalone waiting in the wings, it's time for the Saints to at least give Baun a shot in the nickel defense next to Demario Davis, at least in nearly meaningless Week 17 game against the Carolina Panthers. First of all, it's not near meaningless. You need this game to keep pace with everybody else because we foolishly lost 2 games that we shouldn't have lost. One, obviously, to the Eagles, the other one's to the Chiefs. So those 2 losses make this a meaningful game. So I'm not against seeing what Zach Baun could do, but really, truth be told, the Saints spent the 3rd round pick on Zach Baun. That's very true. But if you watch his college tape, he's very incomplete so far as a linebacker. He's athletic, but he doesn't know what he's looking at quite as well yet. I love his athleticism. And I thought they should have utilized him a little bit more in pass rush scenarios. They didn't do that. And they severely underwhelmed in usage of him. So I definitely agree with what the writer's saying. 60 snaps for a 3rd round draft pick linebacker was really low. But the Saints obviously see that the man need a lot more work, and a lot of our backup linebackers do. But, I can see what he's saying right there. All right, so let's keep it going there. If nothing else, it's a chance to evaluate Baun and measure his growth and maybe decide whether the Saints have made it the right call for the start of his career. All right, let's move on to the next one. Don't let an ascending player walk away. Obviously, this is meant for Trey Hendrickson. I haven't read this article before, fam. Just first time reading it with you guys. Henderson has made too many plays for the Saints this year just to get signed by another team in free agency. After making such a committed run at Jadeveon Clowney, who never had more than 9.5 sacks in a single season, Trey Henderson had 12.5. There's no excuse for the Saints not to find a way to keep Henderson on the fold. Maybe that means the franchise tag. Maybe it means the most creative contract structure we ever seen. However, they managed to get it done, find a way to pull this off in the face of mounting salary cap pressure would be an incredible start to the offseason as well. So I'm not against bringing Trey Hendrickson back, but I'm telling you, people are going to overbid for Trey Hendrickson because of his really good year. Now if he does take a cheaper contract to stay with the Saints, it'll be terrific. But listen to me. I would love to have Trey Hendrickson back because he has that confidence now. He knows this defense. He's thriving there. And he would be, I would love to have him back, but it has to be a cheap contract. You can't pay Trey Henderson a big, fat, stinking contract, man, because he's not the future of the defense. He, at best, is going to come on as a 3rd situational pass rusher. Your guy, you already made the decision. You gave 2 first-round draft picks up for Marcus Davenport. He's the future of the position. He is, even though he hadn't looked that way this year, but he's managed to stay healthier this season because he was relegated to that 3rd and situational pass rusher, which I actually like. I think he played a lot of reps. He missed a few games early on, a month worth of action. He came in, missed a game here, a game there. But for the most part, Marcus Davenport has been working with the team, working in the locker room, getting necessary reps. And Trey Henderson is not the future of this team. 4-year contract, Trey's out of here, man. So you can do all the creative fiddling and diddling you want. At the end of the day, some other team's going to pay Trey Hendrickson a big fat contract, starter contract money. The Saints won't be able to match that, sitting up there with over $80 million in a cap that they got to get underneath. I don't see that happening, but it's a positive thought, though. And, of course, the final sentiment of it is send the guard out with another Super Bowl win. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Looking to March. First comes the NFL playoffs, and the Saints have an opportunity to send 2 of the franchise faces out with a huge bang. Breeze and Morstead are 2 of the 3 remaining members of the Super Bowl winning squad. Another is Malcolm Jenkins, who returned on a multi-year contract. And they both seen visible declines in their play this year. Breeze already a broadcasting gig waiting on them. I don't know why Drew would do that, man. I don't know why you would. I know you understand you want to stay busy, but listen, dude, do you not understand how precious time is? You got all the money in the world, bro. Let me give you some advice, man. I'm a father, and I know we got a lot of great fathers and mothers out there, but listen, money is really overvalued. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. The real thing is time. If you flintered away or squandered $5,000, you work your ass off, you'll get that money back. With some discipline, some scrimping, some saving, a little extra work, you'll get that money back. That time, you'll never get that time back. Once that time is gone, it's gone forever. You can never have it back. And once those children get older, you can never have it back. So you best to enjoy your children while you got them. I mean, while they're children. Enjoy that time. You've been blessed in football. You've worth over $200 million. Go spend some time with your family. You have to go run to NBC or ABC to sit up there and talk about no damn football. You got businesses working for you. You got in several years, you'll be picked to the Hall of Fame. You don't need to act that way. Go enjoy your family. Go play and spend time with your children. And you got a perfect life you done set up getting your ass whooped on the football field. Now, spend that time with them children. Remember, time is way more precious than money. You can never get that time back. I'm telling you, you can never, no matter how you try or complain or whatever you do, you can never retrieve that time. So remember that. We hold money over time, and that's wrong. Time is way more important than money. It really is. But anyway, that's some of it right there. And it says that when Morstead's possible successor, not possible, his real successor. You don't put undrafted rookie Blake Gillikin, who had a mysterious injury that nobody knew about, and he been sit up on injury reserve this whole time. Come on, man. You think that little old injury? He didn't even have no surgery or nothing. So the Saints did it real smart. They stashed Gillikin there. They knew Blake Gillikin is the future of the team. Morstead makes $6 million a year, and his play has declined this year. I've seen it on film, watching it. He's just not the same dude. Last year, and it happens. Father Time is undefeated. And of course, we know about Blake Gillikin. He's going to be a really good one for the Saints in the future. And plus, he's a lot cheaper. So neither of these respective veterans are likely to remain with the Saints much longer. In 2021, the Saints must pull out all stops and go win the Super Bowl for them. That's absolutely the truth. You're not only just for them, but Teron Armstead, all those. The Saints win the Super Bowl this year. Team could look a lot different next year. It really could. This is a Super Bowl or bust situation, which pretty much means that if they don't get the Super Bowl, then they bust up the team. That's what it means. We're going to bust it all up. And even if you win the Super Bowl, they're going to bust it up because the 80+ million that you got to get underneath, they're going to have to do some creative contract maneuvering. Some people are going to be released. You might be looking at a different team. Definitely a younger, interesting team next year going into the future. So just to let you know, I love this article, though. Good article by Sigler. Saying 4 New Year resolutions the Saints should adopt in 2021. Let's move on to the next one here. As we talk about Alvin Kamara receiving the 2020 Jim Finks Media Appreciation Award. And of course, Alvin talked about it in the interview we played Alvin receives the first Jim Finks Media Appreciation Award for local members of the Saints media. They all voted and gave it to him. The Saints running back Kamara is the recipient of this year's Jim Finks Media Appreciation Award based on voting from local members of the media who cover the team. The award is given annually to players who best help the media and fan base through their cooperation and insight. Now, of course, this is a quick list of some of those guys that won in Sean Payton era. You see Scott Vegeta, Deuce McAllister, so on and so forth. Zach Streve, Malcolm Jenkins won it back in the day. Sheldon Rankins back-to-back years. Teron Armstead last year. And, of course, this year it is AK-47 winning the meter where he's the team's third-round pick of 2017. Been outstanding this season in a year that has been anything but normal. Locker room access during 2020 has been null and void with C-19, but the Saints public relations team has done a great job making both players and coaches available to speak with the media. I mean, they've done a terrific job. Not only them, but the Pelicans media personality as well. They've done excellent jobs keeping up with it in this year. And of course, Kamara had a tremendous season for the Saints after signing the 5-year, $75 million deal, which basically breaks down to a 4-year deal worth about $40 million, just over $40 million. Mickey Mouse Loomis, go look at that contract. He can void it after the 4th year. Just dropping that on you. All right, so, and then, of course, million contract just the day before the week 1 opener against the Bucks. They also signed Demario Davis on the back of that Kamara deal as well, just to throw that in there. 2 fantastic signings, by the way, that the Saints got. 2 impact players like Kamara and of course, the extension on Demario Davis's contract on the same day. So really good moves there by Mickey Mouse and the rest of the family members and the administrators. Going into the regular season finale against the Panthers, Kamara is just 68 yards shy of hitting the 1,000-yard rushing mark. He had 16 touchdowns on the ground and has added 5 more receiving yards, while sitting at a career high 83 receptions. Remember, it was 81, 81, 81, 3 straight years. Now it's 83. So, and it's a team lead. So Kamara, like I said, Kamara is the offensive MVP for the Saints this year. He's overall the team MVP. Without his contribution to the Saints team, I don't know where they would be. But his contributions were astronomical during the season when we lost Mike Thomas, Drew Brees, Emmanuel Sanders for a little bit, Jared Cook froze up, he rusted up, the 10-man. So, I mean, you didn't have all of your weapons all of the time, but what you did have was AK-41. So he deserves that. The top receiver has 83 catches on the year. That's most than any other wide receiver. He's the top running back. And a couple of yards to kind of knock that 1,000 down. That's really big for AK-41. So much love to him. He is our team MVP, and he should be considered for offensive MVP in the NFL. You got to consider AK-41. You can't overlook him. He should be considered for that award. All right, let's move on. And we're going to give some credit where credit due. Here's Mickey Loomis here. He's dealing with some stuff here, Mickey Loomis. And we got to pray for Mickey, man, because Mickey is working remotely after close contact with somebody with C-19, according to a source. And all the Saints delivered by Amy. The Saints general manager, Mickey Loomis, is working remotely after he recently came in contact with someone who tested positive for the C virus. And a source confirmed to the Times-Picayune said. Now, NFL's Ian Rappaport first reported the news. Loomis is expected to return to the team very soon, according to the source. The Saints are scheduled to travel Saturday to Charlotte ahead of their regular season finale against the Carolina Panthers. Loomis is not the only person within the Saints organization to currently be away from the team due to the C-19 protocols. Starting quarterback Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was placed on the C-19 list on Wednesday. Also, Keith Washington Jr. is also on that list as well. It is not known at this time if Gardner tested positive for the virus or if he Loomis, the contact who tested positive. Now, just to say this about this, because they got differing views on the C-19 testing. All I'm going to say is this. The testing is a lot of issues with the testing because the test that they're using for this is not the right test. They had numerous medical aficionados say that. Even the inventor of the test said that this is not the right test to test for this. So you've been seeing a lot of issues with that. That's why people are testing, then they get multiply tested, then nothing wrong and they come out of it. Sometimes you do get that issue. So just because they're saying that don't mean them people have it. You see what I'm saying? So I can get more intricate on that one on Q with Big Q because we're going to do a show real soon where we're going to drop that reel to reel on you about what, you know, about that as well. So I got a really good, interesting show that I'm going to play with doctors that's from all over the world. I'm going to play it for you on Q with Big Q. Go subscribe at patreon.com/the Pro Media Network and get that real information and stop playing out here. All right, let's move on to the final our article before we bounce back. We got about 8 minutes before we hit that 60-minute mark. Then we'll go into commercial. We'll come back. And then any questions, concerns, comments, and chats, questions or concerns or comments, put them in the chat. And I'll go over them for the summation for the rest of the hour before we get out of here. Of course, the Pelican post-game report is coming up tonight. The Pelicans are taking on the Thunder, and there'll be a Pelican post-game report game going on. So if you're a Pelican person, feel free to go to the Pelican post-game report on YouTube and subscribe, or go down to the description section and look up the Pelican post game report because we do recaps and all kind of stuff dealing with the Pelicans. We are serious about the Saints. We serious about the Pelicans as well. So big ups to the family members. Also LSU and boxing, man, we do it all. Anyway, there's a little NFL news, that little draft news to talk about here. This was coming from the Saints Wire. The Saints go back, and this of course is a mock draft, which I wanted to throw a little draft in there because we get into the playoffs, and sooner or later when we get this bowl, we're going to be looking at the draft as a way to retool certain aspects of the team. And of course, you can't help but to look at the secondary as a place where you need to retool up. You see what I'm saying? So let's go into what they see as the position that we're looking at for the draft. All right. Could the New Orleans Saints go back to the well in Columbus? They've had a ton of success drafting prospects out of Ohio State in recent years. Hope we find help at LSU, man. There's a lot of talent there. I know it's going to be, we'll be hard pressed to go get a guy like Jamar Chase because I think he'll be the first wide receiver going. But they still have a lot of tremendous, talented wide receivers like Terrace Marshall Jr. Fantastic, talented wide receiver could be there in the second round, perhaps, and we'll see. Even though some people giving Terrace a late first round grade, tremendous player, speed, height. I ain't gonna get into it. But anyway, shop at LSU, Coach Payton. All right, they have a ton of success drafted prospects out of Ohio State in recent years, ranging from wide receiver Michael Thomas to cornerback Marshawn Lattimore and safety Von Ringyo Bell. Placed in free agency by another Buckeyes product in terms of Malcolm Jenkins. Right there, brother Malcolm. And of course, that's the plan in the latest 2021 mock draft by the Touchdown Wire, where New Orleans was connected to Ohio State defensive back Shaun Wade. And of course, this is what it looked like. It says New Orleans Saints have put, let's highlight this for everybody. New Orleans Saints have put together one of the league's best defenses this year, but this pick makes them even better on paper for 2021. Dennis Allen had relied on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson as their slot cornerback this season. While he has played well, most of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's experiences is at safety. This man's smart. He knows football. And cornerback during his college days. That is where Shaun Wade comes in. He has been used often in the slot for Ohio State, and his skills working underneath and against slot receivers translate perfectly to the NFL game. Add them to this defense, allow Allen to play some more matchups to move Gardner-Johnson around to different spots based on opponent and scheme. And that's absolutely right. We talk about, and we mentioned Trey Hendrickson being a guy that'll be priced out of your range. You got to also think about Marcus Williams too. Marcus Williams is going to be priced out of your range as well. And I keep seeing some team with a gray helmet, whether it's Detroit or Dallas, for whatever reason, I keep getting this instinctual thing to just mention Dallas as a team for Marcus Williams because they need safety help. Marcus Williams is a young guy with a lot of experiences. He's been starting since he got here. But Chauncey Gardner-Johnson would fit better at that position next to Jenkins or what have you. I like him at the safety position, even though he could play both. But I do like this pick of Shaun Wade coming in here. It's an interesting pick, but may be redundant from a schematic fit. Gardner-Johnson plays well in the slot and appears to have a future there. The Saints could move him to a more traditional safety role to accommodate Wade's addition if they also lose Marcus Williams in free agency. But moving a good player out of position to make room for a new face is nearly the definition of hustling backwards. Actually, he's not out of position. He's moving him out of position, meaning, he's positioned at corner. No, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson can do a lot. He's really a safety that is playing the cornerback position. But listen, this is the type of player. What makes him exciting and excellent is because he's an excellent open field tackler. He's really intelligent on what he's looking at. He picked up the scheme right away almost. He's getting better at controlling and checking his emotions. He reads and reacts masterfully. He fits into the flow of the team in terms of, from an emotional standpoint, he fits right in there. And if you love him at nickel, imagine what he looks like at safety is what he really is. He's a safety. Imagine the play that you get from back there and the reliance you can have with a guy like him back there. I like him at safety because I can trust him back there. And of course, you can find somebody, whoever you draft to play the cornerback position, to come in here. That guy is going to have to be a guy that's going to not only just play a nickel cornerback position role, but he's going to have to also come up and tackle like a linebacker. He's going to be called on to do a lot of things, just like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson does. Now, there are several such defensive back in college that you can look at that can perform those same duties, and believe the Saints will find them. With that said, Wade is a great player in his own right. He's got a prototypical 6'1" size, 195 pounds good. That's like what PJ Williams' size is. With the athleticism to warrant his 5-star recruit status, he's bagged 6 interceptions, 17 total pass defense, and 3 forced fumbles in 30 games with the Buckeyes. He's not as disruptive player in run defense as Gardner-Johnson, with just 4 of his 77 total career tackles stopping the offense for a loss of yards, but he probably has an edge in the ball skill. So the issue is his usage and fit on the team. New Orleans needs to help outside the slot, with Lattimore entering the final year of his rookie contract. Jenkins looking like a potential salary cap casualty in the spring. A long-term fix would be ideal there, but Wade doesn't fit the profile. He only took 55 snaps as an outside corner before the 2020 season and hasn't played very well in the role since moving there full-time. But he'll have an opportunity to turn the narratives around against Clemson in the upcoming Sugar Bowl matchup. So there are a lot of players. And although I've seen Shaun Wade play, I'm not mad at Shaun Wade. I'm not mad at Peyton always going to Ohio State, although you got to learn that, come on, pick your apples sometimes from right up the street. You don't have to spend as much gas going up there anyway. But, like I say, and you should know LSU players better than you know your own, being that they're close to you. Also, don't forget to scout the Tulane guys. That's how we ended up getting the kid, what's his name, Mooney, the wide receiver that Chicago has that stepped up. That guy was at Tulane. So, don't look past Tulane that has good talent as well. And don't look past LSU. These are the teams. You should know these teams like the back of your hand. Especially you got Curtis Johnson, who used to be the head coach at Tulane. There, he has a connection there as well. So, like I said, this is interesting. So let's recap, fam, before we go to commercial. I went over the injury report. covering all the latest injuries for this Thursday. Final 2020 show. Nick Easton, Andrews Pete, Malcolm Brown, Trey Hendrickson, Latavius Murray, and David Onyemata all fully practiced. Nobody was limited. That is great news to have every last one of those fellas back. And of course, the only two guys that didn't is that was DNP back-to-back games, Josh Hill and Marcus Williams, who I don't expect none of those guys to play in the final matchup of the regular season against the Panthers. Of course, the Panthers injury report, Christian McCaffrey, Mike Davis, Russell Okung, a lot of those guys probably going to be inactive. Robbie Anderson will play in the matchup. He fully practiced, and they have several other interesting players. Grosjean Matos will play in the matchup as well. Natrell Jameson, the former defensive back drafted by the Saints, you might see him in the matchup as well. And of course, we went into 4 New Year resolutions. The Saints should adapt in 2021. A really fun article to go at. What he mentions, one is to commit to your strength and run the ball. So saying that the strength is the Saints running attack. That is well said. Appreciate them saying it. Finally, glad to see them, getting on that running game and stand to that point. Big, thanks to this great, tremendous running, 7 touchdown matchup, a rushing attack that we had on this Minnesota team. We put 7 rushing touchdowns on. Got everybody's mind on the rushing attack, and I'm glad we had that stellar, obvious game where it's like, bam, damn, I didn't know we was that good at running the ball. So we shook a lot of mentalities over to the running attack, because I've been saying it that we need to run the ball more than we pass the ball to set up the pass, because the pass will work better when you're running it. The Saints will maul your ass. And plus, they got the big nasties up front, Ryan Ramczyk, Tyron Armstead, McCoy, Reeves, those guys, and will maul your ass. So it's good to see them operating with that mentality. Of course, the second one was give the rookie a shot when they spoke about Zach Baun. The third one was don't let an ascending player walk away, making mention of Trey Hendrickson. Don't let him walk away in free agency. I don't know how you're going to keep him unless he take a cheap contract. And, of course, send the old guard out with another Super Bowl, which is I agree with that wholeheartedly. So that's from the 4 New Year's resolutions. And, of course, the Alvin Kamara wins the Media Appreciation Award. Also, he said he should win. He obviously ran away with the Saints MVP award this year. Alvin, when everybody wasn't there, Alvin was there. You didn't have Drew for a month. You didn't have Mike Thomas for most of the year. You missed Demario a few times with the C-19 stuff. So, but with all those guys in and out, you had Alvin Kamara, and not only did he was just sitting there, but he performed on a outer-worldly level. He is our team MVP, running away with that thing, and he should be considered for the offensive MVP in the NFL, in my opinion. 6 rushing touchdowns in one game. Are you kidding me? And plus, you look at all the statistics. He has career stats everywhere, more catches than he ever had before, more rushing yards than he ever had before. He tanned it up. You got to give him that award, and his contribution to the team was just amazing. Without his contribution, could you imagine what the Saints would have ended up record-wise? And, of course, we giving our prayers and shout-out to Mickey Loomis as he's dealing with the C-19 stuff as well. So send your prayers today to Mickey Loomis and the staff for his health. And, of course, we talked about a little mock draft stuff right here as we get to the start the new year off, and then we got the playoffs, and then, of course, we'll be looking at the draft. So it never stops. It only slows down, right? All right, and that'll do all of the stories and everything family from the family members out there. So big ups to the family members in the live stream as we are just over an hour now. Please hit upon the like button, family, if you didn't get an opportunity to hit upon it. Big ups to you as well in the building. So let me go to the chat and shout out a few family members. Gundam, big ups to Gundam in the building. Big ups to you. That's who else we got here. China, Randy Major. Who that to you, Randy? Good to see you in the chat, bro. Big ups to you. Thank you for being here. Uncle Paulie as well. All right, who else we got there? All right, who else we got there chiming in this thing here? We got School. What's up, School? What's happening, pimping? Or better yet, what it do, pimping? Man, where you been at, man? What's happening, School? My dog Scoob in the building. What's up, brother, man? How you doing, bro? All right, big ups to you, my brother. Happy New Year to you and the family, man. Good to see you in the chat, bro. And, if anybody, and give a big shout out to my brother Derek Lockett. Derek, give me a shout out, bro. I don't know. Did anybody hear from Derek Lockett? We haven't seen Derek around. Hope Derek's all right, man. I'm going to have to see if I can contact him. Whoever, let y'all put in the chat and let Derek know, man. Big up. If you're listening, give us a shout out to let me know everything is all right, man. I hear you. Scooby says working 3 much, Q. I got you. So you working, huh, pimping? That's what you doing. You working. I got you, bro. I got you. All right. So Derek L, bro, give us a shout out. Let us know everything is all right with you and the family, my friend. Much love to you as well. And big ups to the rest of the family members chiming in this thing. JT, everybody, man. Much love to the family members as well. Brewman, big ups to Brewman with the super chat. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the super chat. Much love to you, Brewman. Big ups to you. Humbra, what's up, Humbra? And all the family members, what's up, John Thompson? Who that to you as well? Big ups to you. Thank y'all for being in the chat and joining us for the final episode of the Coma 2020. J-Rock, what's up, fam? Carlton, what's up, Carlton? Big ups to you as well. Much love, fam. All right. Now, family, we're gonna go ahead on and we're gonna hit this break up right quick. So when we come back, put all questions, concerns, and comments, drop them in the chat, and we'll go through this thing here, man. So any questions, concerns, comments in the chat, let me know. Matter of fact, I might open it up, man. I might open up the chat line for the family members to pop in for a few minutes. But like I said, we ain't gonna be long. It'll be another hour or so after the break, and then we'll do it. So I might open up the chat. So any questions or comments, place them in the chat. Hit the like button. If you aren't a subscriber, please feel free to subscribe and join the Great Saint Think Tank. Last day of the year, and we here in the building, man. So big ups to for the family members, man. Much love. So with that being said, family, we'll be back after this commercial break with your comments, concern, and I'm opening up the chat. I will open up the chat tonight, family, for family members to chime in this thing on the other side of the break. So y'all stay with us, and we'll be right back. Live clean, eat cleaner. The only natural and patented produce wash. Eat Cleaner is a tasteless, odorless, and lab-tested line of food wash and wipes that is up to 99.9% more effective than water in cleaning wax. The only natural, patented produce wash in a 14-day study, applying Eat Cleaner all-natural fruit vegetable wash to a variety of fruit and 100 pure guaranteed vegetables. Also prolongs shelf life up to 5 times longer through a natural blend of fruit acids and antioxidants. This can help save your family on average of over $500 per year, reducing waste and making it easy to get your half plate of fruit and vegetables each day. Eat Cleaner offers a wide variety of solutions for food safety and shelf life extension for consumers, retailers, food service, and operators. USDA bio-based, OMRI listed for use on organic produce, non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, made in the USA, lab-proven, and patented. So if you want cleaner fruits and veggies, try Eat Cleaner. Check the link in the description section below.
Tea is your escape. It's your opportunity to create a moment for stillness, for reflection, for yourself. It's your connection to a world of senses, flavors both exotic and familiar, energizing and relaxing. It's your retreat from an increasingly turbulent world. It's the perfect paradox of simplicity and complexity. Teabox.com connects tea to people, uniting the richest flavors of the finest teas with the curious, the cultivated, and the adventurous all over the world. The freshest tea you've ever tasted, from crop to cup. There's simply no simpler way to experience the wonderful complexity of tea. Teabox, packing up the freshness. Tea thrives on freshness, and so do they. Teabox temperature and humidity control facility ensure that tea is maintained. The teas themselves go into oblique bags with aluminum layers that protect them from excess moisture and light. With Teabox, shopping for fresh, loose leaf tea is easy because you make an informed purchase. You know exactly where your tea is coming from. So for the freshest teas in the world, check out Teabox.com. That's right, Teabox.com. Check the link in the description section below.
Are you a boxing fan? Check out Ring Kings Boxing only on the PRO Media Network.
The Klein's family has been getting people to go nuts for old nuts
since 1995. As legends have it, a number of the Klein's friends who heard the idea said you can go nuts trying to name a store like that. In the excitement, the Kleins thought their friends said Old Nuts instead of Go Nuts and proceeded to throw caution to the wind. Old Nuts has over 2,000 items, bulk and wholesale prices of a whole lot of your favorite fruits, nuts, and confections. A selection of gift baskets for any budget, any occasion, and provides one of the best and impressively rated shopping experiences on the web. Fact is, between their selection, service, speed, or their online presence in the virtual mirror retail experience, they have developed an enviable client base that's comprised of personal and professional customers who count on their remarkable range of gift baskets. Think of gift basket, think about Old Nuts. Check them out, oldnuts.com. Check the link in the description section. Boom.
Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers. Tiger talk. Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers. Tough Tiger talk. Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers. Tough Tiger talk. Big ups to the family members, man. Big ups to you. Thank y'all for being here on the Sports Coma final edition, family. That's right, final 2020 edition of the Sports Coma. Alvin Kamara, offensive MVP. We in the building, man. We got, of course, the Week 17 matchup preview show is tomorrow. That's right, it's going to be tomorrow. And we'll do a full scouting report recap, preview, of the Week 17 matchup against the Carolina Panthers, as well on Friday to open up the new year. So big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for chiming in this thing. We got about an hour of broadcasting left, family. And I decided instead of going through reading the chats, I'm going to open up the phone line as well so the family members can chime in for this brief time. So I'll take a few calls on the chat. The link is in the description section if you want to pop in with commentary on the chat. So big ups to the family members as well. So thank y'all for chiming in, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the building with your boy on the last final day of 2020. So a lot of people happy to see 2020 get up out of here, man. So, you know, a lot of prayer is going to be needed in 2021 to make sure it doesn't become 2020, if you know what I mean. So we just got to be on our P's and Q's and be a lot smarter than we were in the upcoming year than we were in the last year. That means we're improving ourselves as we're moving along. So that's big ups. Melanin God 504 says, Kev can't get no more. Okay, Mafia than New Orleans, bro. Just a bunch of brothers with Gators and Kangos. And I know a couple of those guys with Gators and Kangos. All right. Ramsey says, what's up? All right. Big ups to Ramsey and the rest of the family members as well.
All right, Scoob, Tara, all the family members is in the building as well in the show. Big ups to you, family. Thank you, Demi. Who that to you, Demi? Happy New Year's Eve, family. Big ups to you as well. Scoop says Q and fam D Lockett is doing the family and church service tradition he wishes. Okay, thank you, Scoop. Appreciate that for dropping that knowledge on the family, bro. Let them know that we appreciate him and much love to him and the family. All right, big ups to you, bro. 985J in the building. What's up, 985J? What's happening, bro? What's going on with your fam? Hope everything going okay with you and the family out there in Hammond? Big ups to you, bro. You know, I got a pretty damn good memory, man. I tell you what. Kelvin Washington from Phoenix, Arizona. What's up, Kel? What's up, baby? Big ups to you. Who that to you? Dada. What up to you, Dada? Big ups to you, fam. Tro Blewett. What's up, Tro? Big ups to you, fam. Much love to you. Thank you for being here as well. And big ups to the family members. Appreciate y'all being here, man, on the final day of 2020. So much love to the family members. Thank y'all for being here. All right, fam. So we'll pop it open the chat for a few calls, and we're going to bring up first and foremost. Who we got there chiming in there? Got Brother Jerry. That's right, Brother Jerry in the stream. What's up, Brother Jay? Welcome to the show, my friend. How you doing?
What's going on, Big Q? Who that to you, brother?
Who that to you too, my friend. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. I'm always welcome. Once again, I'm working with the sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we talk New Orleans Saints.
That's right. Absolutely, Brother Jay. What's on your mind today, my friend? What great commentary you got?
Hope all is well with you, Big Q.
Fantastic.
You and your family and your and everybody.
Right. Everything fine, Brother Jay. Thank you for asking, my friend. I appreciate you for asking, my friend, and much love to you. And thank Brian. Thank you, Brian, for that super chat, fam. Brian said, "I've never witnessed someone so dedicated to their craft. I follow all kinds of business people, and no one puts in more work than you. I typically come to this for downtime, leisure, but you're always here grinding. Thanks." Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you, bro. Major compliment. Thank you, family. I appreciate you. And that was a great sentiment. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Much love. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you for that. Thank you very much.
Shout out to you, Brian Pearson. Who that to you, brother? Happy 2021 to you, bro.
All right, Brother Jerry. Big ups to you, my friend. Finnis, what's up, Finnis? Tragic 504 in the family. But this is for you, Brother Jerry. What's going on with you, my family? What's on your mind today, my man?
Well, not a whole lot. But before I get into that, Big Q, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Happy 2021 to you and your families and your loved ones and your friends and everybody. Hopefully, we'll have a better year than this year going forward. Our Saints looking good. We're gonna keep it that way. Let's get it popping. Let's pop the champagne or whatever you're drinking tonight. Let's have a good time and close out 2020 on a big bang and going straight into 2021 with a bigger bang.
There you go. That's right.
I love each and every one of y'all. I love y'all so much. Y'all my MVPs every day when I come on here. Y'all my MVPs every day, even through this crazy, chaotic pandemic. Y'all keep me on your toes every day. I appreciate y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so freaking much. I love y'all, and ain't nothing y'all can do about it. I love you all.
Appreciate it, Brother G. Right back at you, bro. That's a lot of love, bro. Family throwing it right back to you, bro. You know, that's well received, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big Q, I don't have a whole lot to say about tonight, but only thing I just want to touch on is Alvin Kamara being offensive MVP. I think I was hearing on the press conference earlier. I think they said they need about like 68 yards to like reach a milestone. I think it was like 1,000 yards if I'm not mistaken.
Right. 68 yards. I want something like that to get his first 1,000-yard rushing campaign. So.
Oh yeah, well, I got news for that. Much as he ran the football last Friday on Christmas Day over the Vikings, he gonna have an encore against the Panthers on Sunday. So he's only need about 68. I think he's gonna have more than 68 on because Kamara gonna be running wild like crazy on Sunday. I can see it.
I agree, bro. It's his time, bro. And Coach Payton knows what he's looking at, and no doubt about it. The Saints we finally discovered that rushing attack, and I'm glad to know the Saints are going to lean on it. We need to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I was listening to and I looked at the injury report. Looks like that defense getting healthier and healthier. I see we got quite a few people coming back off the IR list. I think it's like one of them. I think is P. Rob. I think, and the other one I think is God, what's that boy name? I know they put Gardner Johnson on the COVID list. I heard about that.
Right. And other guys, you got Nick Easton, Andrews Pete, Malcolm Brown, Trey Hendrickson, Latavius Murray, and David Onyemata. All those guys are good.
Yeah.
Good. And you got Callaway back, and of course, Jake Cutlow was activated to the active roster too, as well as reports indicated earlier in the week. So we'll see what that looked like as well.
Wait a minute, who did you say? Jay Cutler?
Cutlow.
Cutlow. Okay. I'm thinking the quarterback. I said, when did he come out of retirement?
And there's a wide receiver he was with the Bills early in the year. The Bills waived him, and the Saints stepped in there and got him, and they're really excited about him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I was hearing about that wide receiver Buffalo let go, and then we scooped him up.
Right.
Okay, I got you. When you said Jacob, I'm thinking, wait a minute. The quarterback who used to play with Denver and Chicago. That's what I was thinking about. But I got you now, Big Q. I got you.
Right, and that's the part. And of course, Buffalo was looking at trying to sign Kenny Stills after the Saints stole away. A little wordplay. Stills stole away Jake Cutlow. And the Saints signed two Jakes, by the way. They had Jake Cutlow and Jake Lampman. I don't know what they were trying to do. I guess that just worked that way. So, but Cutlow was a guy that the Saints, I think they'll be trying to use Cutlow. So we'll see how that shake as well. Big ups to you, Ramsey. Thank you for your super chat. Ramsey says, will somebody please come and get Black Suede out of this Burger King drive-thru? Thank you for your super chat, Ramsey. Big ups.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, but I think, but for Sunday's game, Big Q, I think we're gonna be all right on Sunday. I know Carolina have some missing pieces. I understand. I mean, prayers to them.
Mm-hmm.
But the Saints know their duty, what they have to do to go into Carolina and beat them. See, that's something else I want to talk about right there. Now we all know it's scenario Sunday. We already know what we have to do. We gotta win in Carolina, and we gotta with a little help. We gotta have Seattle to beat San Francisco, and with a little help from the Chicago Bears, they need to beat the Green Bay Packers in order for us to get that 1 seed going into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully if all three things work together on Sunday, I don't see us playing in a wild card game. I'm probably going to be in a divisional round if everything goes according to plan. Now, if it don't go according to plan, I don't mind us being the second seed. I don't mind being us a second seed to play against whoever the 7th seed team is. As long as we take care of business, that's all that matters.
You're right. Bottom line is that's what it all comes down to, brother Jerry. Bottom line.
I'm looking at the chat. Jamal said I'm on a cognac, so he on a cognac, so he woke. I said, I ain't drinking no cognac. I'm drinking sweet tea. That was new for me.
Well, you know, that's that time of day there, brother Jerry. You know what they saying? It's about that time, man. You get close to the New Year's. You got to have a little something stronger than that tea in there. That's what they thinking.
Oh man, no. That's the thing with the OG. He don't do no alcohol and stuff. None of that. I can do a soda pop. I can do sweet tea. I can do water. I can do lemonade, Kool-Aid. That's about as close as I can get. But zero alcohol, player.
But yeah, Jared, man, listen, bro. Absolutely, man. We appreciate you chiming in, my friend. Thank you for your great commentary and energy and passion and love for the family members. Brother, I appreciate you every day, bro, for chiming in and being here every day, bringing great energy, great commentary. Brother Jerry, you the man. Much love to you, bro. You one of the best of the Great Saint Think Tank. I just want to tell you that. Thank you for chiming in, bro.
I appreciate you, Big Q, and I've been riding. I think I've been becoming a subscriber to this to your channel. I think since around, I think it was either May or June. I can't even remember, but it was somewhere in between there.
Yep.
And I just became a member. Then I started commenting in the chat session. And then I guess around September or October, since you opened up the phone lines, I just thought I'd give you a holler and on my take of the New Orleans Saints. So I guess I've been riding with you ever since. It felt like I rode with you forever. But I didn't even know anything about that. I didn't know anything about the channel until I ran into it in like around May or something. I think it was around May. I think, if I don't remember correctly, but around that time, let's just say I've been riding with you since.
Well, I appreciate you, Jared, for being here, man, as usual, bro. And you fit the Great Saint Think Tank like a glove, bro. So appreciate you being here, my man. Thank you for chiming in, bro. And who that to you? Happy New Year's to you too, brother Jared.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year to you too, and Happy New Year to everybody that's in the chat. Once again, let's go into 2021 with a big bang and have a better year than 2020. Let's get it. Who that to everybody. I love you all, and ain't nothing y'all can do about it. I love each and every one of y'all so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, brother Jerry.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate you too, my friend, and appreciate you chiming in with everything, bro. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Who that to you, and we'll talk to you later, my friend.
Yes, sir. Who that to you for life, Big Q. Take care.
You too, bro. Appreciate it. That's brother Jerry chiming in, man. Appreciate brother Jay for being in the building, man. Always bringing great passion, great energy to the chat. Jerry is awesome, man. Jerry is always bringing great passion every time he step up in the joint. Good to have him in here. And big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for chiming in, man. Appreciate the super chats, family. Much love to y'all. Thank y'all, man. Once again, Brian, thank you for your super chat, my friend. Thank you as well. Thank all the family members for y'all super chats, man. Appreciate the hell out of y'all. Thank y'all. We put that right back into the platform to keep growing and working and moving this thing. So much love to you guys. Freddie, who that to you, Freddie? Inevitable. Big ups to you as well in the chat. Much love to all the family members, man, chiming in this thing. And give a shout out. What's up, Ice Cream Man? What's up, Ice Cream Man? 504. What's up, bro? Good to see you in the chat. And Happy New Year's coming in for you. And like I said, thank you, Ramsey and Brian Senegal. Thank you, bro, for your super chats as well. So appreciate you as we get ready for my dog Scoob chiming in this joint. As we bring Scoob up in here. Scoob, what's up, fam? Welcome to the show.
What it do, pimpin'? Who that?
What's up, baby? What's up, bro? How you doing, bro?
Oh man, ain't too much to it, bro. Ain't too pimping ain't easy, but you know how it go. It ain't easy, la da 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 da. Pimping ain't easy. What's good with you, big homie?
I'm chilling, bro. Good to hear from you, my man. Everything going all right with you and the fam, bro? What's good?
Man, I thought I dropped it in the chat. I'm working 3 hard, man. It's way past 2 hard. These
I
cats,
know,
boy.
bro. Yeah, you doing it, bro. But that mean business is good, bro. You know, and when it's rolling like that, my friend, you gotta get it.
Yeah, I guess, but shit, I want to sit down and watch some games too now. These cats got I'm doing theater after this, after that. All these cats want to be prepared for the playoffs. Then they want to be prepared for the Super Bowl and all. When do I get a chance to sit down and watch the team? Shit, what's going on here? Yo, man, but I got a couple quick ones for you, bro.
The floor is yours, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, home field advantage, overrated? I mean, in this year, of the year of our discontent, shall 2020 be named, from forever to now, from now on till forever, because nothing went right. You know what I mean? Socially, well, I guess economically, some of us benefited, but socially and spiritually, even people was getting down. And I mean, this thing been a little rough, man. You know what I'm saying? And though we may not have reached, possibly as of Sunday, we may not, since we watching the games and seeing if Seattle should win and Green Bay should lose. Do we really care about home field advantage? Is it overrated? Like this year, would it be the capping on the iceberg to have home field advantage again and get beat at home? Like, we've had a far better record on the road over the last 7 years. I think we're number 2 with road victories behind Bill Belichick's squad over the last 10 years. I keep hearing everybody say home field, we got to get this. I mean, we scoreboard watching again. And the NFL was tricky enough to flex all the games to 4:00. So we all gonna be watching everybody gonna be watching the clock at 4. Everybody gonna be watching the scoreboard. So do we really, really need home field advantage, man? Hasn't it let us down the past couple years? What you think? What you think, Q?
You're invoking Uncle Paulie right there. I got you, bro.
Yeah, Uncle Paulie, that's right. What you think?
I agree with you, brother Scoob. I think it is a bit overrated now, especially with the limited amount of the family members able to attend these games. It could be, it's greatly diminished if you ask me. And the road element for the Saints to get on the road, I think they'll be able to focus a lot better on that road. Even though we didn't see it against Philly, or I don't think it makes much of a difference. You look at the black and golds away record versus the home record, you can see for yourself that I think they're a team that's built to win anywhere. But of course, people want them to be able to have that home field advantage because that's just traditional mindset. In a regular year, we usually would be able to take advantage of that. So I think it doesn't matter, bro, where we play. As long as the Saints run the ball and play that style of defense and how they've been running the ball, they're going to get victories no matter where they are.
Yes, sir. I concur with that, bro. I concur with that. We are built to travel. This run game set up with Sean actually paying a little bit more attention to Murray now recently.
How about that?
I'm starting to feel, all this damn run the ball coach and shirts and you know what I mean, made up. Maybe he can listen. Maybe he's figuring it out a little bit,
It's in the
balance that balance was tremendous when we went to the Super Bowl. So, if he can catch lightning in the bottle these last couple games, again, like you said, Philadelphia was a bad thing, and who we lose to after that? KC, yeah. Well, the Philadelphia thing was an anomaly. That new kid, your favorite guy out of the draft last year, put it on us. You know what I mean? But that was part and parcel to the fact that we never seen this dude, man. We had no idea. We was preparing for soup can Wentz, Carson Wentz, old walking tour. We was prepared for this dude. It just didn't work out the way we, and then we get this guy, big deal. I mean, I still had to wear them stripes because, I'm over here in Philly, so people was trying to beat me down. But, I gave the old clever, oh, you guys won your Super Bowl. See you next year. So, they beat the Saints. That was their proverbial Super Bowl this year. They don't got to do nothing else. They beat my squad.
Right. It can't be nobody else. They beat the Saints. We won. That's more important than beating the Cowboys in their own division.
Exactly. Is what it seems. Yo, so all right, switching another gear. Seeing as how old boy keeps getting hurt it seems like every single year, every single team he goes to. Do you think Anzalone can stand alone wearing his own shoes and not having to carry the jockstrap at number 58? Like, come on, man. Can he do it, Q? What you think?
I'm gonna put money on him, bro. I have to bet on him, bro. I mean, the Saints are not gonna bring in a free agent to learn the position. It's kind of a funky time for that all to occur because we're so close to the playoffs that you can't, like, if it was early on, you could have groomed the linebacker. But just imagine what would happen if you'd have kept Nigel Bradham.
How about that?
Would there have been a Quan Alexander? If Nigel Bradham would have remained on the team, I doubt it probably would. They probably wouldn't have traded for Quan if they would have kept Nigel. But let's say that they did, trade for him after the fact, and Nigel was meant to be depth. You would have him there. He has all the experience in the world. He knows Jenkins, but it didn't work out that way. But what I'm saying is, I don't see them going to free agency to go and pick up a linebacker and if they do, it won't be a guy that's going to come in and impact them in any really serious way. Outside of the special teams, perhaps something like that. But the Saints, Dennis Allen's going to ride with Alex Anzalone. And we've seen Alex Anzalone play the position well last year. His problem was injuries. This year he was cautious because he was playing not to get hurt. And that's not how we want him to play. That's why they got him out, got Quan in. But he'll have to rediscover that fire edge. And the only question is, can he rediscover that fire edge that he was playing with last year, in the previous years, this year, right now for this game and then into the playoffs? That's a big question. If he if he becomes what he was last year, that's good enough to get you there. If he doesn't, then you're going to see guys like Zach Baun and possibly Caden Ellis get an opportunity in there.
Right, and Zach, he's had an up and down faring, bro. He's doing rookie things. You know what I mean? He's not Kamara, as a rookie. He's not MT as a rookie. He's doing real rookie things like Cesar Ruiz, kind of the same thing. Couple games of flash plays and mostly, on the learning curve. Not adequate enough to be full-time starter, but
he's not ready yet.
And even though damn, what's his name again? 58. You just mentioned his name. He got hurt again.
Quan Alexander.
Quan. Even though this dude missed major tackles, I mean, he was doing it for us, man. But you can't close your eyes to the fact that he was out of position on a couple of different key plays. Like in that Philadelphia game, he got slaughtered. I mean, we were terrible. We were terrible with him. He was just missing block. With those two games that they exploded on us for all those. Well, no, that game in Philly for all those rushing yards, he was out of position 4 or 5 different plays, man, that I saw. So it could be a gift and a curse because they got to play linebacker by committee with no true starter. Could possibly add to the fact that they're going to try a lot harder. Anzalone being in his contract year and all, and maybe Caden Ellis sees the light, and maybe the young fella Baun is fighting for potential consideration for next season. Who knows? It could be a gift and a curse. But although Quan is a monster now, I'm not going to take that away from him. But just that Philly game was our whole team sucked, especially from the coach down at that game. I thought, and Dennis Allen, I gave him praise the last time I called in, but he really had guys out of position that game. I don't think he should have gotten any, if anybody gave him any slack that game, man, after that game, he got torched. But I mean, that's revisionist history. No longer that, right? We just got to figure out what to do with the linebacker rotation, man, because I think we'll be all right in the secondary. I know the front four is the front four with the extra 5 in rotations, so the front 9. I know they're going to do good for us. I have no problems with that. But my last thing that I want to go into is has our identity truly been established yet? And if not, does that benefit us or is it bad for us? You know, because Drew hasn't been able to play with a full arsenal yet. You know, and we were pass happy in the beginning, then we got with Taysom, and then we were running, and then we started passing with Taysom, and now back to Drew and his hurt ribs. Now we're running and efficiently passing. Like, what is our identity? Has it been established, you think? What you think?
I would have to say yes, Scoop, because I mean, you look at what it was hard head stuff going on. You know, and I was animated for the Philadelphia loss because a lot of people didn't know about Hurst, like you said, but I was telling them, I was yelling it and telling them the best way I could the whole damn year about him. And then when it came down to the scouting report, I was yelling about it. I know who he is. I know what he could do. And I did my best to do that. And I was like, listen, the Eagles are not good at stopping the run. The Saints should utilize Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray. Use that, run those guys. Run Latavius and Alvin. They didn't do it in that game. I think it was 20 carries in that game. And then, of course, they turned around in the KC game and had 17 carries in the game. And if you study in the film, it's like, okay, we sliding. When you go through a losing streak, the first matchup, like you said, Scoop, was like, okay, that's an anomaly. We just lost that game because we wasn't prepared, what have you. But when then you lose the next game, whether it was to the Chiefs, a lot of people expected the Saints, not me. I said the Saints was going to beat KC and really should have beat Kansas City. That was you punted 8 times. Half of those punts you score a field goal on, you beat that team. They just won by 3 points. So I mean, we should have beat both those teams. And you got to look at it. The coaching staff went back, looked at that film, and said, "What are we doing wrong here?" And then they looked at the fact that they were underrunning the ball. They wasn't giving Alvin Kamara the ball. I mean, Drew just coming back. Mike Thomas is gone. What's the other superstar you got? Oh, Alvin Kamara. Let's feed the ball to Alvin. When all else fails, feed the running attack of Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray, and they had excellent results. Now listen, when that Minnesota matchup, y'all both know, like I know, that the Saints didn't run away with that game at first. That was a close game until the Saints started running that ball. Then when they started bashing their heads in with Minnesota, they took off, and the next thing you know, pum, and it was a whole nother matter. So, I mean, I do think that you look at the difference between the losing games and then the big win on Christmas Day, you got to see it was a glaring sea change to the point where even the damn media was sitting up here talking about run the ball. And I had to cover all the articles for the archive of the show just to show you that we've been pounding that for the whole damn year. For years, actually, to run the ball and establish the run and then pass off the back of it. And that's what we did in the Minnesota game. And we look really comfortable doing that because that is the true identity of the team. Let them big suckers like Teron Armstead and Ryan Ramczyk and Eric McCoy check their defensive line and push them into the concession stands like the reporters were saying. You know, let them dudes do what they do best. And listen.
Yo, that play from Teron where he ran the ball up into the concession stands, that was incredible, bro.
I know.
I haven't seen a block like that ever.
He said, and Elvis said we played it early on in the show about Alvin Kamara's commentary on it. Is the fact that he says Teron does that all the time. He says it's finally good to see those guys get recognition for that, because they don't get no awards for that. But that's the thing that I know who the Saints offensive line. I've been saying it all the time. They're a top 5 unit. That is your biggest strength is not so much throwing the ball with Drew, it's the running attack. And guess what? That running attack has been there all season long. When the wide receivers would bang the hell up, that running attack was there. If you lean on it, if the Saints would have leaned on that running attack this whole year, they would be sitting up here undefeated. I promise you that. Because you would have beat the Raiders doing it. You would have beat the Packers doing it. You would have beat the Eagles, and you would have beat the Kansas City Chiefs doing it. You'd have been undefeated with the strength. They don't, and all the people don't get it yet. that the Saints are moving toward the running, going into pounding that ball and playing play action football, because it wasn't a lot of screens in that game. When you running the ball that well and dominating them, you can mix up whatever you want to mix. But I'm telling you, it's a lot easier. And that Waffle House menu that Sean Payton has as a play sheet gets really small when you start running that ball. I promise you that much.
Yes, indeed, bro. We didn't even need our third down efficiency sucked because of the simple fact that we ain't had many third downs. We was getting first downs off first and second down. Alvin Kamara was, what was it, like 6-something yards a carry?
Yeah.
No punts. No punts, you know.
You went from 8 punts to no punts. And they won't find out, you know what I'm saying, Scoob, about what the difference was. The difference was you trusted the running attack. The great Saint think tank has been validated. Once again, we've been preaching the Saints' strength is not throwing the ball. And people sit up and say, yes, it is. No, traditionally speaking, you're speaking in the mindset of a traditionalist. But I'm talking about right now, as currently, the Saints' running attack is the key feature that will take them to the Super Bowl if they utilize it enough effectively.
Correct. So to jump off that and go into another thing, right? What's going on with the special teams, Broham? I'm not getting this. It seems like Peyton and them really knew what they was doing by keeping Gillikin around, because old Tommy Coffin Corner kicking Morstead just ain't carrying his weight this year. He's really not. He's really not, man. I'm looking at these punts like, wow, man, where's he? Like, no ball placement. He kind of off, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's really kind of off. And then you got Big Nuts Lutz missing fucking 30-something yarders. Like, yo.
No, bro.
Oh, no. That's frustrating, bro. And then we got at least we figured out to get Tommy Lee Lewis the hell from back there. We just got we put the wide receiver boy back there. And number 80, Ty Montgomery had a couple kickoff returns that looked kind of sharp last week. You know, so I mean, we don't even have Harris. It's like, man, this thing is in need of a quick rebuild not rebuild, but a quick retooling in order to get us to the promised land this year, man, because special teams, although the blocking on kickoff return special teams hasn't been the greatest for us, special teams has been a great part of our squad over the last couple years.
Right.
You know?
You're right, bro. Absolutely.
And this year we hurting, man. When Big Nuts Lutz missing kicks. Like, what the hell? How's that work?
We went up last year with with special teams, but man, this year, and I was listening to an interview that was being done by, who was it? With Bobby Hebert. Was talking about. I think Kevin sent me that. GM Kev, I think he might have sent me that. Or then again, I might have heard it on the radio. What Hebert was talking about, giving credit to the special teams coach. And Rizzy. And he was elevating Rizzy and saying this, that, and the third. And I'm sitting up there talking to myself saying, man, what the hell is Bobby Hebert talking about? Did he take his meds or something? You know, he ain't take his meds this time around. What the hell is he giving? What he getting Dan Rizzy credit for? Dan Rizzy, the special teams kick return, punt return game been awful. He was saying the statistics that I say, like, okay, they're number one in kickoff punt returns. They're top 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is, and kick returns and punt returns. But listen, that don't mean a hill of beans. The major statistic is, outside of where you setting the offenses up, you don't have any touchdowns. How you got all them punts and kick attempts with no touchdowns? Because they're not opening up any lanes. And I've been saying that. I was saying that way back before the middle of the season. I was like, man, listen, look at the secondary. What's going on here?
You were saying that last year.
They got a lot better last year. That's why Deontay Harris had that phenomenal season. But this year, he's banged up a lot due to the fact that they're not opening up any lanes for him to run on. Marquez Callaway. Both your kick returners get banged up. because they taking hits from guys and them guys ain't blocking. You can shake one dude, but you getting tackled by 3 and 4, and I seen several times you get tackled. How you get tackled by 5 dudes on the kick return? How that work? How you get tackled? You can fake one guy or 2 guys, but how you get tackled by 3 or 4, 5 guys? I don't understand that. So I mean, I've been adamant about them fixing that, and I don't know what Abel will sit up there talking about, kissing Rizzy's ass and congratulating him for. I don't know what he congratulating him for. Morstead has been topsy-turvy. Will Lutz is slumping right now. And, you know, and even the best slump from time to time, he's going through like a little slump right now. So, but the coverage game in terms of them tackling guys is the best aspect of the special teams right now. But as far as them returning, man, they terrible. They terrible.
Oh. I don't get it, Panther.
They got to get better, bro, especially coming into the playoffs, because field position means a lot in the playoffs. They're going to have to step in. They got to open them lanes up, because you're going to get Deontay Harris back for the playoffs. You got Marquez Callaway there. That's 2 really good return men. You got to open up them lanes, just creases. You don't need it's amazing how great the Saints is on open up them lanes for Kamara and Latavius Murray, but when you go on the special teams, them dudes is not doing what they're supposed to do and open up creases for them return men to run through. I mean, they have regressed greatly. And I look at the tape and say, damn, they look bad. They look almost worse than what they looked before Rizzy got here. And I'm like, how did they go back that far? You got the same personnel there. JT Gray, Justin Hardy, Dwayne Washington, Greg Robinson, all the same guys that were there in the good year last year that was decent, where they had a Pro Bowl kick returner in Deontay. This year, not even close.
And so the last thing I want to mention before I call it quits, I feel like we gonna see the rise of the human X factor I thought he would be all season, and he's just been hurt and not being able to be on the same page. But I think Mr. Ty Montgomery is going to crank it up in these next few games, bro. I think he's the missing link. Nobody knows nothing about about him in our offense whatsoever. Whatsoever. Those 2 kickoff returns he had look tremendous, man. And then he had one almost catch, you know, on a crispy Rowdy ran. Then he did have a catch. And I think, you know, him and Drew get together these next 2 weeks, man, and can put something together, because Mike's still gonna be down. And then you got number 10, Traquan, he gonna be down. So there's time for Montgomery to actually get a couple snaps. And if so, man, I mean, everywhere he's gone, he's been electric. You know, he does have the propensity to have the bonehead fumble. Like that was his twist in Green Bay. The bonehead fumbles ran him out the door. But, you know, and Sean, unless your name is Taysom Hill, if you fumble like that, you don't get to play again next week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I think, you know, hearing it from me tonight, I'm gonna go out and give an OG Jerry prediction. I think old Ty Montgomery gonna be the X factor, man, walking these playoffs, walking that Lombardi back into the dome. What you think, Q? What you think?
Well, bro, I've been looking for him. You right, Scoob. He's the last really big question mark outside of Alex Anzalone that we've been talking about, which is what could Ty Montgomery do for you? You know, it's almost like the old UPS commercial. What could Brown do for you? What could Ty Montgomery do for you? And he's a guy that can run the ball. He's a guy that can catch the ball. Now he just needs to get and Sean Payton tried to work him in there. I think it was in the Kansas City matchup. He tried to give them in there. I think I remember him getting hit where he lost the ball. I don't think it was an incomplete pass. The guy just put his helmet on the ball and made him lose it. But I think Ty Montgomery is definitely a major X factor, bro. If we can get him involved in the offense, man, that'll be a big plus, because I know Sean Payton had a real good idea of how he wanted Montgomery to be added. But hopefully we can see usage in him coming into the playoffs, man, because could you imagine a package where you have Alvin Kamara out there as a wide receiver, then you have Latavius Murray and Ty Montgomery out there. You got a 3 running back package where you got
Ty in
Kamara,
the slot.
right? Ty in the slot and Kamara on the outside. Could you imagine
Oh
something
my
like
God.
that? Latavius lined up in the backfield, you using all 3. I mean, there's so many different ways we can, and Ty is a big part of it, bro. We just got to see, if they can fit him in there some kind of way.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, bro. We're gonna have to. We too hurt at wide receiver, man. We too hurt.
Right.
And Harris is that's kind of what's messing us up, man. That's our change of pace guy. Alvin is our balance guy, a balance check on you real quick. You think we're gonna run it, we can do this, we can do that, but you have no idea what the hell's going on when Harris is in there. You zero idea. He gives nightmares to opposing defenses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Ty Montgomery can be that exact same threat. He's a better runner, so he can motion into the backfield where you don't get that with Harris. Right. Harris going to be on the jet sweeps and the end arounds and those kind of things, but Ty can be in a bunch of different positions. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Scoob. You can move him all about the field, similar to what you would do in Alvin Kamara. He's not nearly as dynamic as Alvin is. Few are. But Ty Montgomery, what he is he's a guy that has a great deal of offensive diversity. You can put him as a running back. You can slide him out the satellite back and act as a blocker. You can move him, play him at wide receiver, outside, inside. Ty Montgomery's not afraid to go across the middle because really he played running back in college, but then he became a wide receiver in the pros, but he ultimately retained his running back skill set. Green Bay went, they had issues with running back. Ultimately went to him. He's that's why he's a wide receiver. But really, his craft is he's a running back, but he has a wide receiver gift to him. So I would love to see what Ty Montgomery could do. He's just been banged up all year. He finally healthy, and maybe we could see something coming into the playoffs. But it would be an interesting dynamic and a surprise for teams that don't have any film on him, man, to be able to get him going, bro. I would love to see him contribute in the Saints offense, definitely in the Carolina game, and much so in the playoffs. It'd be a much needed dynamic.
Yeah, man. From your lips to the football god's ears, my friend.
Let's get it, bro.
Let's get it. Let's make it happen, baby. All right, so I'm going to give other cats some chance to get in here, bro. I just, love it when I get a chance to talk to you, like to bend your ears. So,
well,
you know how that goes.
Well, School, bro, as always, bro, I appreciate you chiming in. Good to hear from you, my friend, and much love to you and the family members up there, my brother, and don't be a stranger.
Yes, sir, baby. To the rest of the family, who that?
Who that? That's my dog, Scoob. Peace. That's Scoob, man. Much love to my boy, Scoob. Always good to hear from him, man. Great brother, man. Like I said, we got a lot of great family members, man. Just so fortunate and blessed to be able to be here on New Year's Eve, the final show of the Sports Coma for this year, talking about the Saints with the family members. Absolutely love it. Tomorrow will be the first. It'll be the first day of 2021. New year mean new things. A bit of self-scouting, as one of my new favorite terms I like to use. A bit of self-scouting to start the year, fixing up on errors of character and making ourselves better each and every way, each and every day. So thank you, Scoob. Thank you as well for chiming in. Great commentary as well. And of course, we have one more family member we're going to drop in here. It's on the line here. And I know he got the report from crop to cup. It's Freddie. Welcome to the show, Freddie. What's up, bro?
What?
What's going on, Freddie?
What up? What up, Q?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Man, sitting up here enjoying New Year. Me and my old lady drinking eggnog out the teacup.
That's good, Freddie. Sound like y'all chilling, man. Sound good, brother.
Yeah, I'm slightly tipsy, and we getting up to shoot. We getting up to shoot this AK out the back door at midnight. It's a tradition. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm from the. I'm originally from the 7th Ward, the St. Bernard. You heard me?
All right.
And then we moved to Shreveport in the mid-90s because my daddy got he got hooked on that brown, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It turned my life upside down. So I got an extreme mixture of the Saint Bernard and Shreveport, and a lot of people don't understand me. You know, I'm hoping we can have like a meet and greet for all the family members, where we give a little brief summations on each other, and you know where we from and what we do, and you know how many kids you got, and not too personal, but just a familiarity with amongst us family members.
Right.
You know, and man, I've been officially a Sports Coma member a year now. I found myself looking for Saints coverage one night on YouTube, and I ran across this black screen, and it was this raspy, confident voice, and he was spitting Saints facts. And I'm like, damn, this is a good little show. But it wasn't no picture. I couldn't see what dude looked like. And then when the show went off, all of a sudden it's like the show theme song was going off. So I started dancing. So the song broke down. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. And I'm like, who is that? I said, damn, that fool going on. Then a couple of months later, that voice I was in, he was on screen. I said, man, that's the dude from the Brownie paper towel commercial with a hat on. With the Saints hat on. I said, the Brownie man, a Saints fan. And they said, no, that's Big Q, man. He from the night. I said, oh, okay. And man, I've been hooked ever since, man.
Appreciate you being here, brother Freddie. We always enjoy your commentary and everything you bring, bro. You know that, much love, bro. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, for sure. But I didn't get a chance early in the week to touch on it. That Minnesota game is in the books now. But I know in sight for people like you catch it. You notice Coach Payton was trying to deviate from the run, and every time he did it, something happened to bring him right back to it. Mm-hmm. Drew threw a pick, and he was like, wait a minute. And bam, Kamara come busting through the scene like ain't no tomorrow. Latavius Murray come busting through the scene like a freight train. And then Drew was 19 for 26. He should have been 19 for 20. Because 5 of them incompletions didn't have to happen. Them could have been extra rush yards in his game plan. But, it wouldn't be Payton if he didn't try. It's like he just got to see, but it ended up turning out for the best. You know what I'm saying? And as Carolina kind of weak, especially on their back end, and I think we need to bring it to them in the same fashion. Set the tone. Come on out. First drive. Whether we win the toss or not, set the tone. Right. And and we stand a hell of a chance running into the playoffs with a gang of momentum. And I 100% agree with School. Man, ain't no home field advantage. Now, my only fear with having to play in Green Bay is that regulates your backs to running north and south, which we got. But see, agile players like Kamara push off inside, outside to cut free to get north and south.
Mm-hmm.
And so, now, damn, I hate to quote Sway, but we would have to trust the Peyton to get everybody acquainted with the proper footwear in the snow.
Yep.
Because it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of slippage.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And again, we on artificial turf full time. Mm-hmm. So that kind of makes a difference. Now, as you see, we possess a powerful enough run game to not have to depend on passing yards. And then you got, Green Bay, you got blizzards and wind chills and wind mass and floods coming through that stadium. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to worry about that running the rock. And Green Bay defense, they not ready. They not ready for that. Just imagine if Peyton really got his mind right and utilized Kamara, Dwayne Washington, and Murray.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just back to back to back to back. Man, in that cold, ain't nobody trying to tackle them big boys running through there like that.
Mm-mm.
And then you switch them up until you just wear them down completely. And they end up looking like the Cowboys just giving up on plays. You know what I'm saying? And that's the formula for pretty much the entire NFL. You know what I'm saying? Because KC, they're a finesse team. Yeah, they won by 3, but you as weak as the Falcons D is, they was limited to 17 points. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And all of this just spells success for the Saints, man. And I am a cash trash talker. And when I go out in public, my old lady will tell you, I got on, if it ain't a Saints, I got Saints hats, Saints vest. I got the 2009 World Champion Super Bowl jacket, socks, boxers. So I got some related to the Saints. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people be like, yeah, you love your team, don't it? And I'm like, yeah, don't you? And it's usually a Cowgirl fan because they deep up in Shreveport. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which I don't understand. I get told Dallas closer to Shreveport than New Orleans, and I'm like, but it's your in-home state. What you talking about?
They don't go by that, bro.
And
It's a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans in Shreveport.
I can't figure that one out for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's all gravy. They on cloud 9. If Washington don't pull it off, they might sneak in there. Which I kind of want them to.
I want them in there. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I've been advocating for them to win. I want them to win so we can knock them out of there.
But I don't think I'm worried about, like you said, Nolan got that inside track. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we can exit them stage left like we did Minnesota.
Right.
It's cool with me.
I want them in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I've encountered some great people here in the great Saints think tank. Man, I was listening. You was talking to, I think it was Truth Hurst the other night, And man, this brother dropped so many jewels.
I know that
This dude,
people smart,
this
bro.
man, this man vocabulary was so invigorating. I almost stereotyped the brother. You know what I'm saying? And he dropped about 10 words I had to go Google. And they was using the right part of speech. I said, "Oh my God, I ain't heard no colloquialism out this man yet." And for his whole summation, he just was dropping jewels. And I haven't heard that anywhere. I tried to listen to like 3-4 minutes of back when we were playing the Falcons, they podcast, and every Falcon fan I heard sounded like they was special ed. I said, man, y'all ain't got nothing on the Saints family, man. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's been a rough year. I had eye surgery on my left eye at the beginning of the year back in January, and I kind of lost sight in it, and I was depressed, feeling bad. Then COVID died. Then Corona hit, and then they was like, y'all stay in the house. If you come out, wear your mask. Oh, I mean, 2020 been the worst year of my 44 years. And through it all, other than my immediate family, the sports coma has been a bright light, and it brought me through. And I appreciate it.
Oh man, Freddie, appreciate you saying that, man, to the family members, bro, and being here, bro. Major part of this here thing is brother Freddie, man. Everybody love brother Freddie when he come through with the all the information from crop to cup. So I mean, we appreciate you for being here, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I got the tea on brew for after the new year, and I'm gonna spill it. Of course, you know, and I'm waiting on you to bring your dysfunctional co-host, Stephen A. Swade back. You know, so I can get on him.
Yeah, he be here tomorrow.
Oh, okay. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I love y'all and Happy New Year.
Thank you, brother Freddie. Appreciate you chiming in, my friend. Great sentiments. Good to hear. We coming together as a family, bro. We drawing from each other. We pick up that positivity and that energy, man. And that's what a family is, man. That's why I call it the Great Saint Think Tank. The power is real, man. A lot of people don't understand that. But listen, praying for each other and well wishing, and being here on a consistent basis and commentating and carrying on with the family members, man, it is a honor and a tremendous blessing for me to be able to sit before all these great people, intelligent. I always give them all the power and praise, and always before I talk a word of any news, I'm gonna give them a shout out in the chat, because it's all about the family members, and I want you to understand. I know a lot of people don't do that, because it's you know, you can go anywhere to listen to Saints news, but it's how you get it.
Yeah.
It's how you get
exactly.
it. So that's big with me, man, and that's a part of it. But brother Freddie, once again, thank you for being here, my friend. Happy New Year's Eve to you and your family, bro. You enjoy the night, my man, and we'll talk tomorrow, bro, on the Friday edition.
Okay, for sure. Who that?
That's brother Freddie chiming in. Much love to brother Freddie, man. Dropping some true down hard sentiment, man. Brother Freddie, man, much love to you. Much love to brother Ernest. Much love to Kyle Davis and all the family members out there, man, that are, dealing with, listen, this year we've been through it all together. You know what I'm saying, family? Let's just do a brief recap. We getting toward the end of the show, but it is fitting, being this is our last show of 2020. Maybe we we can do a brief recap of some of the stuff that we've been through together. You know what I mean? I mean, we've been through the C-19 stuff when it stopped the nation together. We went through it here on the show together. You know, and people, family members, not only just the C-19, but people sick and death in the families. You know, other stuff that was going on, whether you was going through health issues, you know, all of that, you know, hurricanes, you know, stuff like several of the family members went through hurricanes where their houses got, you know, they lost all that they had, you know, and we dealt with all that here. You know, people vented on the show and we made it through it together, the difficulties of everything that we seen from a personal perspective as well as a team perspective, as you have very busy off season for the Saints with Drew Brees stuff that happened, the team bouncing back, all the stuff that we did. We went through all of that here together. You know, we encouraged each other. We kept, you know, our heads up and we were consistent, man. We did that here. And I think that was absolutely awesome, man, to be in a position to be able to talk to the family members, man, and share all of the great thoughts and energies. And the Great Saint Think Tank is real, fam. It's real. So we've been through all that here and we made it through it together. And I think that is a very special thing. And we all over the place. We got family members on the West Coast, on the East Coast, the Gulf Coast, dispersed throughout the country, dispersed throughout the world. Family members in Europe and Africa and the Philippines, even in Alaska. We all over the place. Wherever there's the Who Dat Nation, we in the building. The Great Saint Think Tank is there. And the family continues to grow. And listen, this is, to me, is real. And people talk all that stuff, but listen, I don't see y'all as nothing more than family members. And I've always said that I have not chimed away from that. That's been my message from day one. Joe Black, what's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat, bro. Who that? CT Crush 87, who that, fam? Good to see you in that. DLP, what's up, DLP? What's up, Troy? Who that to you, fam? Good to see y'all in the chat, man. Big ups to the family. What's up, Tyrone Jones? Who that to you, bro? Dedrick, what's up, fam? Happy New Year's Eve and New Year's to you too, my friend. Appreciate y'all. Brother Gundam, Kai the Great, all the family members as well. TP, who that to you, fam? Charles Winston, what's up, Charles? I promised tomorrow, Charles. I was supposed to play it tonight, bro. I didn't. I was sidetracked with some other stuff, but I promised the Great Saint Think Tank tomorrow on tomorrow's show. I promise you guys, we'll have a new song from the Dollar Tree Quartet. They'll have a new outfit. They'll be performing a new song tomorrow on Friday's edition of the Sports Coma. I promise I'll have that for the New Year's. So y'all be looking forward to that as well. We'll start the show off after. Before we get into the news, we'll play the Dollar Tree Quartet. So I know y'all looking forward to that as well. So I am as too. So big ups to the family members for that. So much love to all the family members, man, for chiming in this thing. Will Dickerson and the rest of the family members, appreciate y'all being here. But we've been through a lot together, family. This is the final show of the year, the final day of the 2020 season. And just because the year changes does not mean that it's going to automatically get better. We have to make it better. We have to try a little bit harder than what we tried yesterday. You know what I mean? And it don't have to be a full out maddening effort, just a little bit more effort to tomorrow than what we gave the previous day. And every day, make at least a half a step, or if you can't do a full step, at least a quarter of a step, just as long as you're not standing in the same position that you was the day before. Each step and it counts. That's how we accrue money. That's how we accrue progress. That's how it works. So I appreciate y'all. Kelly, who that to you? Good to see you there, fam. Much love to you, bro. Big ups to you as well. So thank you for being here, Kelly. But as we get ready to roll out, family, I just wanted to throw that out there to the Great Saint Think Tank that we've been through a lot together, man. And we continue to send out all the prayers and blessings to the family members out there that are going through difficult straits, that are having issues, like Brother CT Crush was talking about with his job situation with the C-19 stuff. Prayers to all of the family members out there. All of the family members out there. There's still Brother Ernest and everybody else. And I don't forget too much, family. I remember most of the time, majority of the towns that the family members are chiming out of from. You know, it's just a gift that I have to a degree that I can remember key things, you know, about you. So that lets me know that you're just not anybody to me. You see what I'm saying? You know, so more prayers to all the family members still going through and getting better through life. The C-19 stuff will not stop you. Do not worry about nothing. Stay prayed up and keep progressing. Keep a positive mind and eliminate all of the negative stuff and negative people from around you, family. And you deserve the absolute best. And I tell you guys all the time, and I know most people ain't going to talk to you like that about Saints content, but you deserve all the best in the world. I really do. I think you guys are terrific. You deserve the best life that anybody could possibly want. I want the best for you. I want the best health. I want you to have the best wealth. I want you to have the best every and anything that you want. I want you to have that. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. So much love to the family members. Revolt, big ups to your fam. Good to see you in the chat as well on this one. This is a very good today, and it's been great year in so far as having more chemistry with the family members, learning from each other and growing together, you know, and we see each other almost every day, fam. You got to think about that. We see each other every day because I be on this goddamn thing 6 days out of the week, you know, 7 days out of the week, 6 days out of the week, you'll see Big Q on here talking about the Saints or something dealing with life, you know. So I just appreciate you guys being here through this journey, man, with me. I love y'all. I respect the hell out of y'all. Big ups to you, T Dirty, my dog T Dirty as well. Y'all keep y'all heads up, man, and be encouraged, be empowered. Stay strong, and whatever you want in life, you're going to have it. You just set your mind to it and hold that thought and don't let nobody take it away from you. You work steadily every day toward that, and you're going to get whatever you want. I promise you that's what it is, baby. I promise you that's what it is. But anyway, family, we're going to get ready to roll. I'd like to give a shout out to the family members before we go. And, you know, I usually run my commercials right here, but I'm not going to run the commercials right here because I want everybody to understand that I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to stay strong in the new year. And remember, I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to turn it up and keep doing all the great things that we've been known to do. And I appreciate all of you guys for your support here. You support everything that you do. Thank you guys for everything. You know, this is me thanking you guys at the end of the year because you guys are special. I appreciate all of y'all. I'm talking about all y'all. All of y'all. Everybody. Everywhere. So much love to y'all guys, and thank y'all for being here. I'm going to see you, Heavy C. I see you, Heavy C. Wallace, what's up, fam? Good to see you on the chat, bro. Big ups to you and everybody. So thank y'all. So once again, thank y'all for being with me on this show here. This is the final show of our 2020. We'll start it off tomorrow. 2021 Friday show. It'll be the preview of the Panthers and Saints. We'll go through the scouting report, the depth charts, all the statistics, the injury report for Friday. I'll open up the phone lines. It'll be a 3-hour extravaganza. We also have the Dollar Tree Quartet that will start the New Year's off on the Sports Coma with a really good thing. So appreciate all you guys. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for y'all support. I love y'all. Y'all keep y'all heads up, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, and who that tell?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is Saints Super Bowl.
You're listening to the Sports Coma.